In 1962, something deeply strange began in a small town in Tanganyika. It wasn't war, famine, or disease, it was laughter. Not joyful laughter, but uncontrollable, eerie, and relentless. It started with 3 schoolgirls in a classroom. They laughed for hours, unable to stop. Teachers thought it was a prank until more students joined in. Within days, the school was overwhelmed. Dozens of children were laughing, crying, and collapsing. The school shut down, hoping the outbreak would end. But the laughter spread beyond its walls. Villages nearby began reporting similar cases. Adults, children, even elders were affected. Some laughed until they fainted. Others screamed between fits of laughter. Families panicked, thinking it was witchcraft. Religious leaders held emergency rituals. Medical teams arrived, but found no physical illness. No fever, no infection, no poison. Just laughter and fear. The epidemic lasted for months. Over 1,000 people were affected across multiple regions. Schools closed indefinitely. Businesses shut down. The government launched an investigation, but no one could explain what was happening. Was it a virus of the mind? Or something even more mysterious? Let's explore the theories. Tanganyika had just gained independence from colonial rule. The country was in political and social upheaval. Stress levels were high, especially among students. Education was strict, and expectations were crushing. Experts believe the laughter was a psychological release, a symptom of mass trauma. This phenomenon is called mass psychogenic illness. It's when symptoms spread without any physical cause. It's triggered by stress, fear, and suggestion. And it's more common than you think. Similar outbreaks have occurred throughout history, in schools, factories, and even cities. In 1939, U.S. factory workers reported mysterious bug bites. No insects were ever found. In 2011, a group of girls in New York developed sudden tics and spasms. These cases share one thing: no medical explanation, but they spread like wildfire. The human mind is powerful and vulnerable, especially under pressure. In Tanganyika, the laughter became contagious. Not biologically, but psychologically. People saw others laughing and began laughing themselves. Not out of joy, but out of panic. Some laughed until they collapsed. Others cried while laughing, unable to breathe. Doctors tried sedatives. They failed. Religious leaders tried exorcisms. They failed. The laughter refused to stop. Villagers began isolating the afflicted. Families broke apart. Children were sent away. The laughter became a curse, a stigma. Some believed it was punishment from the ancestors. Others blamed colonial spirits. But science pointed to something else: a collective psychological breakdown, a society under pressure, cracking in the strangest way. The epidemic eventually faded, slowly, quietly, and without explanation. No cure was found. No final diagnosis was given. The laughter simply disappeared, but the trauma remained. Survivors spoke of nightmares, of shame, and of fear that it might return. What makes this case so chilling is its invisibility. No pathogen, no enemy, just minds unraveling together, in sync. It challenges everything we know about illness, about emotion, and about how deeply connected we are. One person's breakdown can become a community's crisis. The Tanganyika laughter epidemic is rarely taught in schools. It's barely mentioned in textbooks, but it holds vital lessons about mental health, about cultural trauma, and about how fragile stability really is. Could it happen again? Some say it already has. In different forms, in different places. Social media has amplified psychological contagion. Panic spreads faster than ever. Trends, fears, even delusions can go viral and affect millions. The laughter epidemic was analog, but its digital version may be even more dangerous. We've seen mass panic over vaccines, over diseases, over conspiracies. The mind is still vulnerable, and society is still under pressure. Economic stress, political instability, climate anxiety, cultural fragmentation, all of these are ingredients. For another outbreak, it might not be laughter next time. It might be something else, something we don't expect. That's why Tanganyika matters. It's not just a bizarre story. It's a warning, a mirror, and a mystery still unsolved. What triggered the first laugh? Why did it spread so fast? And why did it stop? Some researchers believe it was a form of dissociation, a way to escape unbearable reality. Others think it was a learned behavior, reinforced by attention and fear, but no theory fully explains it. That's what makes it so haunting. It defies logic. It defies science. It defies belief. And yet it happened. Eyewitnesses confirm it. Medical records document it. The laughter was real and terrifying. It wasn't funny. It was a scream disguised as a laugh, a breakdown disguised as joy, and it reminds us how thin the line is between sanity and collapse, between control and chaos, between the individual and the collective. The town didn't laugh because it was happy. It laughed because it was hurting, because it had no other outlet, and because the mind sometimes chooses strange ways to cope.